Hey guys, this is B and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to have a Techo Kaigi to discuss the 2022 planner lineup. A little bit of a backstory. The plan was just for this too. So you have the day free, which has a yearly index monthly, which looks like this. So this is the yearly index, this is the monthly, and then the rest are blank pages with doodles on the side and they're all numbered. This is gonna be used for creative journaling. And then this one, this is from Techo Planner, and same size, both of these are A6. This contains, you've got that yearly section, and then you've got the monthly, and then what makes it different is this is like a weekly spread wherein one page is split into two, vertical format, and then that goes until the end of the week, but the start of the week will always have that 7 days as like an overview, and that continues until the end of December for 2022. And then you have extra pages for notes. Even on the note side, everything is numbered. So this was all figured out because I got this September, I got this around October, but then something else was missing and I was struggling while using this one, and this one came in by November. Now this is the creative journal, this is the actual planner, so work, personal, it's all in here, and this is going to utilize a mix of GTD and bullet journal system. And then this one, since this came in November, I'm using this as a wellness planner. So what do I mean by a wellness planner? So this was inspired from the video from Penguin's Creative, where she was discussing about how you're going to be able to utilize the Hobonichi weeks for health, fitness, or anything like that. And this one, I had to totally isolate it as a separate notebook because the struggle that I have for this was everything that I was mainly using for 2021. Now, what actually happened was my health, fitness, or I'll just call it wellness, was only situating in the yearly index section. And then somewhere in between where you see this symbol, let me give you a blank page. So on the daily pages, you've got the symbol for like the food, and then there's this 12 right here. I usually ignore the 12, but on certain days I will usually plot my food in here, but it's not consistent all throughout. And then the rest is just sitting in here. So at the start of the year, I was doing the tracking where I needed to track for fitness, like sleep, and as well as for mental health related. So that continued. It changed a little bit differently for the month of May, and then when I arrived at November, I now have just two. So this is for tracking the morning pages, and then the other one is just whenever I water the plants. And then anything that has something to do with health, fitness, the overall wellness, I've all transferred them in here. And you might wonder, like, why do I have to segregate them? And one reason that actually confirmed me to making that decision is because, you know, we've been with the pandemic, and then health has become a top priority these days. I can share with you on another video like how I utilize this one. And then I'm still using the 2021. This is an English planner. And if you notice this one, and then this one, all three of them have December in them. So you might wonder, how am I using them? Each of them are used separately and none of them are repetitive. Like if I have something in here, maybe one or two can be listed here, but it's not going to be whatever I have here is also the same thing here and it's also the same thing. No, you're just giving yourself a problem. Because this is a creative journaling, I actually make an accident of switching this and this one, because on December I was supposed to put this one in here, and then what I have for the monthly section for here is supposed to be here, but that's okay. So that happens, I just continue. And while we're on the monthly section for both planners, this is currently the Hobonichi challenge. This is sweets with a holiday twist. And then what you see on this one is I am taking note of whatever happened in the day. So this gets utilized like after I am finished with anything. That's the only time I put it in here. It's not pre-planning. And then for I'll first talk with the 2021. So for the yearly index, I've only showed you November. Now, because we're talking about December, so the December, this becomes a directory of whatever is found on the December portion in here. So in this case, for example, December 1 is inks to swatch, December 2 is everything Drilog, December 3 Midori Amazon Japan, December 4 top podcast, and so on and so forth. So this is like, if you relate this in bullet journal, that's like your index, your table of contents. That's what I have for the yearly index part. Now for the monthly, you've already seen that it is a Hobonichi challenge. And then for the daily section, it's a combination of lists, notes, journaling, or creative journaling. So this is like an all-in-one thing. So we have that. Now this one, I'm only using the yearly index and as well as for the monthly. So the yearly index for the day free, for the December, what I've used it for the time being is about stationery or pen news. So anything that I've learned, whether if it's through a podcast, Instagram, the internet, or any information, or even on YouTube, I just write it on here. So it's like, for example, December 1, like I found out about Taiwan Nothing Planner. This is courtesy of the Pen Noobs podcast. And then second is I was trying to learn about stationary advent calendar. Like, is there anything else apart from the diamine ink vent or anything like that? And then so on. Any news goes in here currently. And then the monthly section is whatever I have for that day that I want to take note of. It's all in here. And like the Tuesday to Saturday portion, that's a little bit work related, but for everything else, like I was trying to take note of what is the event that happened that day, and then I just put it on in here. For the notes section, I will use this by January onwards. So I only have to use the yearly and then the monthly. So that's for the Hobonichi Techo 2022 day free. Now, the other one, we have the Techo 2022, and the reason why I got this, well, initially it's because of the paper. So all three of them are using the Tomoe River paper. This two is 52 GSM, and then this one is utilizing 68. And because I primarily use fountain pens, so going back, the Take a Note planner, it has that calendar section, and you've got the yearly one. Because this is January to December, I don't have to start using it. So this one, I'm only using the monthly section, which I have put in, like, this portion is like when I'm on vacation, and then anything work related at the moment, I put it on here that's important, that I'm accountable for, and then the list of things that I need to do, because you've got that space in here. I can even use the ones here on the bottom instead, so I don't have to worry about the weekly portion, because it will only start in January. I may start putting on things in here, like the day before I go back to work, and then go from there. So you've got this one, and then this is continuously being used as a wellness planner. So you've got all of this taken care of. Now, the way this is sitting in terms of like what covers are they using or anything like that, well, this, I just finish this until the end of the year. The Take a Note planner, when I purchased it, it came with its own cover, so I can just simply put it on here. Now, I could use this too, but because I'm using another notebook, which is, you've seen this on Instagram, this is the Stylogy, I am using this one as morning pages. So the way it's set up right now, this one is here, and then these two are together, and the cover that I'm using is this one. So it sits like that. I just put them like this. I just need to put the first part, and then this one on the other side. Now, once this Stylogy notebook is finished, I still have other notebooks in place after this one, after I finish it. And if you've seen my video for a couple of videos back, this is mainly used for morning pages. Once this is finished, it's going to be continued by this one. So these two are currently together for the month of December. This one is on its own because I've already plotted it. And then you've got this, and then lastly, the cover for the Hobonichi Wicks is, I managed to get the cover for the year. I think this is Seasons of Hope, I think. And then inside it has the Mizutama stickers that I've ordered. And then this tab right here, where I used to use before on the, I'll just do this later, that I use for in here, because it has become a little bit chunky. I mostly use the clip and then clip it whichever, and then go from there. So you've got, okay, so in summary, you've got all of these three. But then I know you've seen me I still have my other Lifebooks, which are these three. So you might have seen them either on Instagram or in my YouTube video. I am still continuing on using this 3. So these are, I would consider as in addition to these things right here. So I have this all sorted out, but then I still continue using this one until for next year, for 2022. Now I haven't fully discussed what this one contains inside, its details, but this is pretty much the spring start for Hobonichi Techo original. So this is being utilized for 2 years, and this is my finance planner. I'm still editing this particular life book, which works, which doesn't, and I can share this one in an upcoming video solely dedicated on this one. This you've already seen before. This is the Midori Codex. So it has that bare spine, similar actually to the Take a Note one. So this two are A5 sizes. So everything else that you see are A6. Well, with the exception of the Hobonichi weeks. So this is my reading journal. I haven't read a lot these days, and if you actually see, these are the only things that I've finished. And I kind of started this a little bit late, but because the pages are not numbered, I can just continue using this for next year, and then until this are all filled out. So there isn't any restriction for me in terms of the dates, because what I actually do, I just put my own stamp for the pages, and then if you notice, they're all numbered, and then how the book looks like. So this will still be continued for 2022. And then last but not the least, it's actually in the leather cover that my husband made me. This is the 5-year journal. So obviously this is going to be utilized from 2021 to 2025, and these are for memory keeping, and I do not share the contents of it, or if I did, everything is blurred. There are no stickers, drawing, it's plainly writing. And I have a few pages left, and then I move on for 2022. So all in all, if you include the additional one, so I've got this one, just set it right here, and then I've got the reading journal, I got the finance planner, and then I got the Take a Note one, the Hobonichi weeks one, and then last but not the least, the morning pages section, and as well as for the day free. So that's all of my life books for 2022. And if you have any questions or any clarifications, you can just comment down below. And that's the end of our Techo Kaigi section. Thank you so much again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.